Anyone that is to any degree familiar with the big names in professional sports, especially those who follow women's soccer, will be very familiar with the name Abby Wambach. Exiting her soccer career in 2015 with the most international goals scored by any soccer player, either male or female, Wambach has led the U.S. women's soccer team to 2 gold medals in the Olympics, and in her final year of play, to winning the Women's World Cup in 2015. In addition to being recognized as the 2013 FIFA's World Player of the Year, she's also received 2 ESPYs. In 2011, she was honored with the ESPY for Best Play, and in 2016 was awarded the ESPY Icon Award. To provide evidence as to why she's been given these awards, all one has to do is listen to the message that she delivers to the Barnard College class of 2018 at their graduation ceremony, in which she outlines all the rules that she has followed on her own path to success. In her speech, Wambach tells the students that they must be able to learn to lead from the bench as well as to champion each other. By leading from the bench, she means that we must be supportive of our teammates, even if we are not in the line of action with them. She is able to pull this rule from her own experiences, as when she was with the women's team in 2015 at the World Cup, she spent the majority of her time on the bench. This did not stop her from being there for her teammates and coaching them from the sidelines. She recalls that her teammates told her that if she wasn't there giving such ample support, they would not have performed nearly as well as they did. In addition to being supportive, she reminds the students of the importance of each person's role on the team, and that each person should be celebrated and championed for their accomplishments and contributions when the team has reached victory. These 2 rules come together to form an overarching belief for Wambach, which serves as the first characteristic that I believe makes Wambach such an exceptional and prominent leader in sports. Wambach preaches that we are all part of a working unit, and that each part should be celebrated and supported for their contributions. Another rule that Wambach gives the students, and which ties into the second characteristic that makes Wambach such an exceptional leader, is that she encourages others to use their failures as fuel to keep going. She emphasizes the importance of learning from our mistakes and being able to move on from them, not allowing them to become part of our destruction. This rule pays tribute to the second leadership quality that Wambach possesses, the unwillingness to let go of a dream just because she has failed or because she has been told no. This persistence is what allows us to grow and to become better, and she has demonstrated this persistence throughout her time as an athlete. Unfortunately, Wambach does have what a few people would consider shortcomings in her personality. Firstly, Wambach has been described as being reserved and not as flashy and fun as what female athletes are expected to be. Because of her refusal to adapt herself to the expectations of society, she's been described as being cold and shy, when really she is simply just not as quirky as other prominent female athletes. While leadership has been described as being lonely and that there are certain limits that leaders must set on their followers' understandings of their struggles and their situation, her calmness and her ability to separate her struggles from her teammates has been misinterpreted as being something else, which critics have put into a negative light. To tie into her demeanor, a second weakness that Wambach has encountered was her fear of rocking the boat. One of the biggest reasons why Wambach has gained so much popularity, even after her retirement, is because she has recently launched a social movement promoting the increase in pay for professional female athletes, especially soccer athletes. From the start of her career, Wambach has been aware of the disproportionate pay between male and female soccer players. However, when she started, she did not want to cause a commotion in the league out of fear of losing her job and losing her place on the team. Though she and her confidence have transformed over the years, she was at one point in time very timid and was afraid to take a stance that she believed in, despite being aware of the blatant mistreatment of her and her fellow female athletes. For leaders, this fear to take such a stand could be detrimental to their reputation with their followers as well as their career. Again, though she now demonstrates this courage in her early years, it was not the case. In conclusion, though Wambach began her career in a very timid and fearful disposition, she was able to transform into a confident and well-spoken leader in the sports realm, now fighting for equal pay for female athletes with a massive following. She has demonstrated leadership through her ample support for her teammates, as well as through her persistence that she has utilized in the face of failure and rejection. Despite her obstacles, that she has encountered and what society might consider shortcomings, Abby Wambach is an exceptional leader, and she should be admired as such. Thank you.